This is Ticker News, news with context.
Hello, Aaron Young with the Ticker News feed. A fierce wind-driven fire has engulfed the upscale Pacific Palisades neighbourhood in LA and spread rapidly throughout Los Angeles County. The dangerous combination of a powerful windstorm, dry vegetation and low humidity continues to challenge the firefighters on the ground. The Palisades fire has destroyed more than 1,000 structures now and resulted in multiple injuries among first responders and residents. Several people have died in a fast-moving fire that hit Pasadena, with over 100 structures lost. With more than 20,000 acres now ablaze and 70,000 residents under evacuation orders, many homes and businesses remain at risk across the region. President Biden receiving a briefing from fire authorities.
Folks, the fact is that I'm directing DOD, Department of Defense, to rapidly provide additional firefighting personnel and capabilities. Also, California National Guard is adding 2 modular air firefighting systems, and 2 more are being ready for the National Guard, the Nevada National Guard. 4 more are coming from the Northern Command, and 10 Navy helicopters, water delivery buckets, are coming down from San Diego. We're prepared to do anything and everything as long as it takes to contain these fires and help reconstruct, make sure that we get back to normal. It's going to be a hell of a long way. It's going to take time.
California Governor Gavin Newsom held a briefing for the media as well.
The President of the United States happens to be in town. It didn't take more than a text message to get the FMAG approved, which means we're getting reimbursed for the vast majority of these costs. No politics, no hand-wringing, no kissing of the feet. The President of the United States said, yes, what else do you need? Emergency proclamations being drafted as we speak. And I just want to thank the President, because that's something I don't take for granted, and something we should not take for granted at this moment in American history. So thank you, President Biden, as well.
The Justice Department announced plans to unveil Special Counsel Jack Smith's findings on Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. However, the section regarding Trump's handling of classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate will remain confidential for now. A federal judge has temporarily blocked the release of the 2-volume report, while charges against Trump's co-defendants are pending. The election interference volume will be made public and available, but only to key leaders in the House and Senate for review at the moment. This move raises concerns about the potential for the classified documents report to remain undisclosed long term. Greenland's future independence is on the table, but it is unlikely to become a US state. That's according to Denmark's foreign minister today. The discussion comes after comments from the incoming president about potentially using force to secure control over the Arctic island. Following these remarks, Greenland's leader met with the Danish king to address the situation. With its strategic significance for US military operations, Greenland has been part of Denmark for over 600 years, but its local government now pushing for autonomy. Denmark remains open to dialogue with the US while acknowledging Greenland's aspirations for independence. Meta has sparked concerns by halting fact-checking on social media platforms, raising fears of increased misinformation during Australia's upcoming election campaign. Mark Zuckerberg's move, which follows similar actions by other tech companies, will first roll out in the US before expanding globally, including to Australia. The Albanese government is determined to regulate these tech giants, aiming to protect voters from what they believe to be misleading content and unfair candidate promotion. Prime Minister Albanese explained the social responsibility of these companies in the face of rising misinformation, experts warning that without safeguards, the electorate risks becoming more polarised and misinformed. In a policy meeting, Fed officials showed optimism that inflation might drift down towards the central bank's 2% target, although the timeline could be longer than first expected. The majority of the 19 officials believe a quarter-point rate cut was appropriate, yet some argue for maintaining rates as they are. They appear comfortable keeping rates steady at the upcoming meeting, indicating a desire to slow down policy easing. The Fed's latest projections show a reduction in expected rate cuts, with officials now anticipating only 2 cuts this year instead of 4. Investors predict the Fed will hold steady until at least late spring, as uncertainty regarding inflation and policy changes looms ahead. And US stocks faced a downturn Wednesday amidst mixed jobs data and concerns over Donald Trump's potential economic emergency declaration regarding inflation. At the close, the Dow fell 89 points, healthcare leading a modest sector gain despite high Treasury yields. The market reacted to reports suggesting Trump may consider new tariffs under emergency powers, raising fears of increased prices. The Fed Reserve's recent meeting notes indicating ongoing worries about persistent inflation as they prepare for Trump's upcoming policies. Investors weighing a sluggish growth report on payroll against a decline in jobless claims, leaving anticipation for forthcoming interest rate adjustments. Now let's check the latest weather for you wherever you are around the world.